Hey guys, we're here again for more crafting, this time for kindergarten through 5th graders. So, kindergarten through 5th grade, grab your bag. Miss Nina's going to help me.
So excited, guys. So excited.
We're going to pull out today's craft is the fall puzzle tree.
Ooh.
So this is what our finished project is going to look like. I've got my tree and I used my puzzle pieces to be leaves. And I painted them all fun fall colors. So we'll reach in there. And that packet should look like this. What do we have in there, Miss Nina?
Well, let me dig mine.
Miss Nina doesn't know where hers is.
It's somewhere in there. It's deep in there. Because my bags look a little silly.
Got it. All right. What have we got?
We have the fall puzzle piece tree. Can you guys see that?
Instructions.
Yes.
This is in case, well, you're obviously watching this video right now. But if you can't watch the video, then you don't have to feel left out because we've written it all down so you can do it. Or if you want to do it again later and you don't want to watch the whole video.
That's true. You can get all these types of things at your own house and you can redo it all over again.
There you go. An old puzzle that's maybe missing some pieces and you don't know what to do with it?
Yeah.
There you go. We've got a newspaper. This is to lay on your table so you don't make a mess.
We want no messes.
So I'm just gonna put mine like this, I think. That'll do. And we've got 2 paper bags.
Ooh.
2 of them.
Mine are over here.
These are going to become trees. I know it seems like a far-fetched idea here, but it's coming. Just give it time.
You can do anything with brown paper bags.
You can do lots of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We have a fun box of crayons.
Ooh, crayons. They look so nice and bright. I'm super excited about these guys.
Scissors. 2 paintbrushes. We have a foam brush and a normal paintbrush.
Just a tiny one.
Another smaller paintbrush.
Right.
So there's those. And then we have a bunch of paint. We have white paint and blue paint.
And this mixed.
And a bottle or a container of blue. We're going to put this one to the side so we don't mistake it for our white paint. And we have this really cool container of multicolor paint. Now don't shake this one up too much. It's good that it's mixed together because that'll help our colors blend. But we don't want it just to become one color. We want to kind of see
I'm
a different
excited
colors
for that one.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Totally screams fall to me. And I'm super excited. It's nice and cold out. It was rainy today.
I wore my sweater.
Yes, jean jacket today.
Nice
Super
fall
excited.
stuff. And last but not least, we have a handful of puzzle pieces.
Look, guys, so many puzzle pieces.
I'll give you bonus points to anyone who knows what this puzzle was that we took apart. Can you tell by the front of your pieces what this puzzle was supposed to make a picture of?
Yes, let us know. You can message us on our Facebook page. That's right.
Go here and send us what you think this puzzle is.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to put those to the side. I think this is a sleeves rolled up activity.
Yes, I'm thankful that mine already rolled up.
And then a few notes about our craft packets are some things to remember. And that starts with some of these supplies are going to be used for other videos. Yes. Instead of giving you a general supply packet this time, we were doing a couple fewer crafts. We're just doing 4 instead of 7. So we kind of packed it all into this first bag. So the glue especially, and your paintbrushes and your scissors and your crayons, those are going to be things that you're going to be using for other crafts. So don't use all your glue in one place. Wash your brushes so they stay nice for your future projects. And keep track of your crayons and your scissors.
And what I would do is put them when you're done cleaning off your brushes, when you're done with your activities, put them back in your bag. So like your paintbrushes, your glue, your scissors, just put them right back in that bag so you don't forget about them.
There you go. Perfect. Let's read our instructions.
Number 1.
We are going to make sure our work area is covered with our newspaper like we did. We don't want to make a mess. And then we're going to take, this is actually a cereal box from Cheerios. Thank you, Miss Paula, for all of your Cheerio boxes over the years. We're going to take our Cheerio box and put it picture side down so we don't have to see that. And then our brown side is going to be up that we're going to paint on.
Cool. I'm excited.
All right, we're going to take our blue paint and our foam brush, and we are going to cover our entire board with blue paint. Carefully open your containers so the paint doesn't go everywhere. Maybe you need a grown-up's assistance.
And if anything, if you want to, you maybe put on an old t-shirt, like a painting t-shirt. You can put one of those on if you don't want to get your clothes dirty.
Yeah, like you might not want to wear a brand new shirt that's never been worn on a painting day like Miss Paige did.
We're going to be very careful.
We'll see how I do.
Okay.
All right, painting. All over the whole thing. We're painting our background, so this is like our sky.
Ooh.
We're going to do a little fun with color mixing. To get the most mileage out of your brush, since it's spongy, you can squish the paint out of your brush as you go when you need more. And this part's fun because it doesn't have to be perfect. So you can just lay down some blue paint, make sure it's mostly covered, and you're ready for the next step.
Done.
Beautiful. 2 blue skies. Beautiful October skies.
Ooh.
Also some October fingers.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
And then I'm going to open my white paint. Now my white paint is the white container that does not say glue.
That's right.
Glue goes away.
Do not put your blue on top of your nice blue sky.
Don't do it.
Okay, so what are we doing with the white paint?
All right, the
Paige?
white paint is exciting. Instead of just mixing light blue to start out with, we're going to mix it right on our paper.
Ooh.
To make like a wispy, cloudy sky fun thing.
Ooh.
So,
that just sounds like fun.
I mean, we'll see how good I can do this, but I'm not even going to wash my brush.
I think that's the most exciting part, is that I can take my brush that I just used and dunk it in another color.
Yep. So, I'm going to start with a little at a time, and I'm going to dip my brush, not even washed, right into that white paint till I have a little bit on my brush. And now, in a back and forth sweeping motion, I'm just going to add some white paint.
Right.
And it looks a little bit intense at first, but then you see it all start to blend. Your fingers are going to get a little messy because you're going to need to hold on somewhere, and it's all blue.
Yes, you have to hold down real tight.
Then I'm going to get a little more, and I'm going to leave some parts a little less blended so they look a little whiter. And I'm going to mix in some parts a little more so they look a little more blue.
Yeah, dunk again.
Beautiful. Miss Nina and I have 2
Different.
October skies.
And they look really different, and that's really cool.
And that's fine. Maybe yours looks different than both of ours.
Ooh,
We would love to see it. All right, so with these guys, this is the part of the video where we are going to set this aside and just let them dry. All right, time for your puzzle pieces. What you're going to need to do, actually, I think we can cap our paints.
Okay.
At least the blue and the white are donezo
Dunzo?
for today.
Ooh, don't forget to save them.
We might use them again. All right, move those out of there. And this would be a good time to wash a paintbrush and save him for other projects. Grab your handful of puzzle pieces, and we're going to put them all green side up on our workspace so that we can see all the green sides. Remember, bonus points if you can figure out what puzzle this was. All right, and this is where we get to use our fun multicolored paint container. So go ahead and grab him and your tiny little paintbrush and open that paint right up. So the fun part, these puzzle pieces are going to be your leaves. And the fun part about this is, once again, it doesn't matter if our paintbrush gets all sorts of colors on it, because fall leaves are all sorts of colors. So I am going to start by dipping into some, I've got some yellow right here. I'm going to bounce my paintbrush off of my puzzle piece until I've got a color that I like. I just want a little yellow to peek through there. And then I think I'm going to dip into orange next door and add some of that. See how the colors kind of blend?
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
I really like that. I just want to get a nice shot of this mixture of paint, guys. It's beautiful. Miss Nina totally pushed it over. Here you go.
Ooh.
So pretty already.
That looks like one of those paintings.
Yeah, it's like a psychedelic painting. It's all mixed in there.
That's cool.
I kind of don't want to touch it. It's so pretty. But we're going to use it.
All right. So what you're going to need to do is decorate each one of your leaves this way. You can paint them all one color if you can dig those colors out of your paint bucket. But I like to use all of them. So do whatever makes you happy. This part of the project probably takes the longest.
Yes.
Another item from our project we're going to set aside to dry. But we're going to revisit our blue sky because by now I've painted all my leaves. It's probably dry enough to work with. So I'm going to bring my sky back into the picture. Woohoo! And I'm going to put my puzzle pieces aside to dry. So the next part of our activity, we're going to need our 2 brown paper bags.
Ooh, super excited.
With our first paper bag, we're going to cut it in half the long way, right down the middle. So take your scissors that we got in our packets or scissors that you have at home.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter what scissors you use.
I got purple.
And just kind of figure and cut them in half.
Yeah. Right down the middle. I can tell you right now, Miss Nina's not a good straight cutter. There it is.
Trees aren't always straight.
This is true.
All right, now when you open your bag, we still have this bottom part in here.
Ooh.
And we're gonna cut this out right along here. We're gonna cut that right out so that he opens up flat.
So that little square, guys, the little square.
Yeah, so you can see, I'm gonna cut this way down this side, this way down this side, and then I have this little flap, and I can snip him right off. Boop.
So yep, here we go. Ah, it might rip a little bit. It's okay.
It's a tree. He's okay. But now I can open him up and use a big rectangle.
Oh, Nina. There we go.
Yay!
There we go.
Doesn't have to be perfect. Rectangle. And now is the fun part because we're going to scrunch it up.
Yay!
Now, be careful when you're scrunching. Make sure that you don't tear your paper bag because we want it to be our tree trunk. So I'm just going to crinkle it enough until I get kind of the feel of a tree trunk. I'm going to fan out the bottom of my baggie so it looks like the bottom of the tree trunk.
I'm kind of twisting mine to kind of get more like of a wrinkly effect in between the creases. And then I'm going to probably fan it out like you a little bit.
So now I'm going to lay it on my sky so that my tree trunk base is at the bottom of my paper. And I'm going to look at him. And actually, I think my tree is a little bit too tall. So I'm going to snip off like this much.
That much you're going to snip off?
You can leave yours or you can trim it, whatever you want to do.
I think I'm going to leave mine.
All right.
That's
so now that I have my trunk here, I'm going to flip him over. And now we are going to use the little container that says glue.
Ooh.
And because we washed our paintbrushes, I'm going to carefully open my glue container. This is one of the things that we might reuse, so don't use it all in one place. But I'm going to paint some glue on the back of my tree.
On your back? Okay.
So that he sticks to my sky.
So this looks a bit better. So I'm going to flip him back over because this is how Miss Nina had hers laid. And she kind of likes it that way. So I'm going to paint this side that she laid down.
Yeah, make sure you've got the side that you like on the bottom. So I'm just painting nice streaks on all the tall parts because those are the parts that are going to touch the paper when we turn it over. And now it's going to be really important that you wash your brush when you're done today so that you get all that glue out of there.
Yeah, we don't want glue and paint to mix together.
I think I'm ready to turn my tree trunk over. Bloop!
Ooh.
And then I'm going to press him down all over. And I'm going to leave him there while Miss Nina glues her. So once your tree is not going to fall off your sky.
Yeah, we're good.
Now we're going to make the branches to our tree.
Ooh, branches. I completely forgot about those.
Yeah, I've got our tree trunk, so I'm going to take the rest of the half of the paper bag that I had. And you can either do the same thing where you cut out the little square at the bottom and crumple it up for a branch. Or you can cut it up into smaller pieces to make smaller branches. And that's why you have another paper bag.
Ooh.
Because this one can cut up for branches too. So you can make as many branches as you can, or maybe you just want one big branch.
I
Do
think
whatever you want.
I am going to cut out the little square out. What did you guys decide to do? Did you guys decide to use both bags? One bag? Did you cut out the little square? Let us know. Come in and visit us. We miss you guys.
We do. We're open. So yeah, come see us. Come check out books so that you can shop in the store.
And you're going to want to shop at the store. So please read all those books. We got a bunch of new ones too on display that you guys are all going to want to check out. We have some spooky ones.
All right, so you can do the same thing with your branches. You can decide to trim them. And then you're going to paint your glue on the back and stick them onto your project. There's one branch. All right, I gotta keep going here.
Now it just looks like little arms.
He looks like he's a person tree.
Look at that.
That's cute.
Sorry, thought I heard something over there. We're not in this spooky library, I promise.
My tree.
If you guys want a cool story, when I was younger, wee little girl, Miss Nina spent the night once in the library. That was spooky.
We have another story. There is a book that we have that the last page, when you open it, it laughs like a scary, spooky laugh.
Yes.
And sometimes at night, when we would be closing the library to leave, we would shut off the lights and start walking up the stairs, and we'd hear in the distance a faint whisper of "Mwahahaha."
That was a pretty creepy book.
And Miss Nina and I ran up the stairs.
Yes. Note to self, me and Miss Paige do not like to close the library at night due to spooky said book.
It's real spooky. Also, we bought a book last year that glowed in the dark, but we didn't know it.
No, we didn't know that either.
And it was a picture of a spooky tree at nighttime. And when we shut off the lights to leave the library, the spooky tree was glowing in the back of the library.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really creepy.
Yes, so here's my tree. And all trees will end up differently, and that's okay.
Beautiful.
I'm excited.
The last part of your project is to bring back your puzzle pieces and attach your leaves to your tree. Because your puzzle pieces are probably almost dry. If they're not dry yet, give them another minute or two, then you can glue. I'm going to paint my puzzle pieces with glue and pick a leaf. And there we go. Do that for all of your puzzle pieces.
I want to make sure they're extra sticky, so make sure when you're putting them down, you're holding them down too, so they don't. Because I know one of mine over here didn't want to stay down because Miss Nita did not push it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect opportunity to wash your brush because it's all gluey. And it's going to stay like this and harden, and you won't be able to use it again. Unless you take it right now and wash it out.
Please wash your brushes.
Be kind to your brush.
You do not want glue in your next project. You do not want orange paint probably in your next project. Please wash your brush.
Here are our projects.
I'm super excited for us. We can hang these up. I'm super excited. We can hang them around the library for some fall decorations.
Very festive and fun. Thank you guys for joining us for our week 1 craft.
Yeah, it's only week 1.
Yeah, we got 3 more weeks of fun crafting. Don't forget to come on into the library, check out some books so you can fill up your book log and shop in our store. Say hi to us, and keep watching our videos and crafting. And we will see you next week for another. Actually, Miranda and Ashlyn, I think we'll see you next week for another craft.
You will see a librarian.
Someone will craft with you.
Okay, guys.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.